From time immemorial, Kerala, lying in the southern tip of the Indian subcontinent, has established itself as a centre of the world's spice trade. The land of Kerala is known for its rich diversity and exotic variety of spices. Towards the end of the 14th century came Vasco da Gama, propelled by the southwest monsoon winds and a firm desire to have a monopoly over the spice trade of Kerala. The 21st century Kerala is equally attractive to the world's business community. This clean green state with its refreshing environment has already proved its mettle in sectors like electronics, IT, IT-enabled industries, tourism, healthcare, knowledge education, trade and retailing, food and agro-processing, gem and jewelry, light engineering and related industries. With 100% literacy, rich culture, good health and hygiene indicators, and an attractive environment, Kerala is in every sense God's own country. Despite significant achievements, Kerala still faces innumerable challenges. The challenges can be broadly classified as growth challenges, human development challenges, socio-economic challenges, and environmental-related challenges. Slowing down of growth in remittances, aging population, rapid urbanization, high unemployment ratio, high level of inequality, solid waste management, and so on. To address these challenges, Government of Kerala prepared a long-term perspective plan known as Kerala Perspective Plan 2030, a set of alternative long-term development strategies and integrated implementation approaches.
The idea of conceiving and putting together a perspective plan for 2030 originated with the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala in the year 2011. For technical support, we roped in the National Council of Applied Economic Research, which is one of the premier institutions in the field of economic analysis and technical work. We conducted a range of consultations with a large number of stakeholders, including experts, academicians, officials, students, MLAs. In fact, we tried to bring in almost all sectors of the economy and society into the making of this plan. At the end of it, we think we have prepared a plan that suits Kerala and that builds on the strengths and also the weaknesses of the state. We do believe that if we are able to achieve the 7.5% growth that is projected, we will be able to touch Nordic levels, not only in terms of growth and income, but also in terms of social security and social welfare by the year 2030 to 2040.
The framework for the development of the Kerala Perspective Plan 2030 has been conceived in terms of innovation-embracing entrepreneurs at the center of the economy, with 8 pillars of institutional elements, infrastructure, health and primary education built on the foundational elements of environmental sustainability and social sustainability.
The Kerala Perspective Plan 2030 is a very unique effort by the State Planning Board and actually talks about where we will be going over the next 15 years. Kerala, as it is a state which is heavily dependent on the service sector, and the focus on the knowledge economy is something which is very important, and that's what you see as we go forward. It is also necessary that we have a sustainable development, and there are sections within the plan which talk about how this can be done to achieve what we have as our goals for 2030. The knowledge economy will play a major role, and there will be sectors like information technology, biotechnology, research and development, the kind of focus on education to make Kerala a hub for education in the region are all getting covered within the plan, and this will become like a document which will be referred to by planners and people who execute the plans during the coming years.
The KPP 2030 has 24 chapters organized into 4 volumes which elaborate on 4 interconnected themes, namely encouraging entrepreneurship in production sector, key bases of knowledge economy, entrepreneurialism, and environmental sustainability and social sustainability.
Kerala Perspective Plan 2030 is one of the major initiatives of the Kerala State Planning Board. When we decided to prepare this document, we told the experts that they have to find some economies with proper development, good democratic practice, and least disparity. They selected few Nordic countries like Finland and Norway. This document envisages a strategy to achieve development and better democracy and least disparity. For this, we have to have a consistent growth in agriculture, industries, and service sector.
Vision of KPP 2030 is to make Kerala a prosperous, knowledge-driven, competitive, and eco-efficient economy among the world's advanced economies with a spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, social inclusion, tolerance, and diversity that ensures high living standards for all, a cleaner, safer, and healthier environment for both the present and future generations. Mission of KPP 2030 is to achieve sustainable prosperity benchmarked against the Nordic regions comprising Finland, Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. Sustainable prosperity has 4 elements: economic prosperity, human prosperity, social prosperity, and green prosperity. Mission statement: quantity is not enough, quality matters. The major goals are to achieve a compound annual growth rate of 7.5% in GSDP per capita for the next 20 years. Achieve sectoral growth rates of a minimum of 2% in agriculture, 9% in manufacturing, 9% in construction, 7.5% in communication, 10% in the educational and health sectors. Increase the share of the educational and health sectors in GSDP to 15% from the current 11% by 2030. Unemployment rate from 9.9% in 2011-12 to 2%. Conserve the World Heritage Biodiversity of the Western Ghats.
With the Perspective Plan 2030, we have a roadmap for the state of Kerala, and there are some issues which need to be addressed to make the Perspective Plan a reality. And the 2 main issues, I think, are the first is that we need to align our annual plans to the Perspective Plan 2030 to make Kerala 2030 a reality. The other is mobilizing resources, and to mobilize resources, the state's funds are not enough. We would need assistance from the Government of India, from the private sector. We have kick-started the process by making 25 crores available in the current year's budget. The future governments would have to be committed to achieving the vision of 2030 because it's a long-term process.